I've been working with researchers and university partners for the best part of 20 years, looking at the impact of our work on children and young people. Back in 2015, Leeds Beckett University and Professor Jim McKenna conducted the first independent study into the work of health mentoring in schools. And what they found was quite surprising. Not only was this impacting the children and young people who were part of our mentee caseload, but they also identified what they called a ripple effect. How our intervention on 10% of the children in a school benefited the whole school because the classroom climate was more conducive for learning. And that early insight helped to develop the Classroom Climate Survey, which is part of our Evolve Development Tracker. This simple survey is 5 questions, and we ask teachers to assess how conducive their classroom is for learning based on 5 factors. And what tends to happen is that when we're working with schools, we have 2 types of classrooms, those that have our mentees in them and those that don't. And what we generally find is that the classroom climate isn't as good when we have mentees in there at the start of the year. However, by the end of the year, we've closed that gap and you can't tell the difference between those 2 bars on the chart there. And you can see from this example school that their classroom climate falls short in just 2 of the 5 areas. Pupils are friendly with each other, no problems there, but you can see that some pupils are disrupting learning for others. So that could be something that the school decides to focus on. Students are following classroom rules, but teachers in these classes with mentees are spending more time than they would like on behavioural issues in comparison to classes that don't have mentees. So this is good information for senior leadership to have so you can target your interventions effectively. If you are a school that's interested to use data to improve the climate of your classroom and benefit from this ripple effect, please drop me a line and I'll get in touch with more information.